Hello, welcome to Let's Cook at Home with your artificial artist, Lyric Jones, or LyricOriginals1. Either one, it's the same. So, in this video, I'm going to prepare a tortilla lasagna. This is something else we can add to our Taco Tuesday menu. I've seen this recipe online, but I have changed it drastically because it's me and it's what I do, okay? I see recipes and I look at them and I'm like, yeah, that's interesting. But I think if I add this, this, and this, it'll be better. So, let's do it. Okay? Let's get started with this. I'm melting my coconut oil in my pot. And I have a pound of ground beef. I'm going to mash this up real quick. Alright. And I'm going to let this start to cook. And we're going to work backwards. So let's get the meat in here. Okay. I think we're going to put in a little lime zest. I'm going to set this lime to the side because I'm going to use it again. Alright, so let's put this here, and then when I say we're going to work backwards, we're going to make the topping real quick. Okay. Alright, so this is what we're going to put on top of the lasagna. So we got sour cream, alright, then we're going to add in a little guacamole salsa. Okay, and then we're going to hit it with some Sazon, just a little bit. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of that in our ground beef too, because we got to get that seasoned up. Alright, let's put this away. We're going to put a little bit of, Lord, I ain't said he want to get in. Alright, let's put you in then. Shit, I ain't said to be in that pot. Go on and get in. Right, you know what? Let's hit you in a little bit in here too. Just a little bit. Alright? We're going to put in a little bit of sage. Okay. And then I want my scissors. Hold on, let me wash them off real quick. Okay. Now these are my store-bought onions. When I buy them, I wash them and then immediately put them in water. And they will continue to grow. Okay. That's it for that. Stir that up. Oh, it smells wonderful. Already it smells wonderful. Okay. Hold on. Let me give it a taste. From the smell, it feels like I nailed it, but let me taste it just a little bit. Hold on. Perfect. It's perfect. So we're going to put the top on this. Set this to the side. Let's get back to this ground beef. Remove these onions. Alright, get a knife. And where is my cutting board? Over there. I'm coming. I know. There's a lot going on in here. Hold on. Alright, so let's get back to our ground beef. Alright. Now we're going to use this large purple onion. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. A little slippery. You know what? I'm actually rushing, and I hate when I rush. But I have something else going on today, so I need to calm down. I need to calm down, all right? I'm trying to hurry up. My mind is thinking about the next thing that I have to do, and that's not cool. We're going to stay focused on what we're doing right now. And right now, we are cutting these onions, okay, for this ground beef. I'm going to take my time. Alright, put that to the side. I'll cut this down just a little bit more. Alright, and we're going to add it to the pot. Okay, and then this part of the onion, which kept trying to slip off, I'm going to add it to my food processor because we're going to use that onion. Let me stir my meat up a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to add, this is some more tahini. This is what I had to the side. We're going to go ahead and put that in. And I have some black rice. Now I'm not going to add, this is a cup of black rice. I'm not going to add in the whole cup. And if you've never had black rice, you're missing out because it's absolutely delicious. And to me, it enhances the taste in meals. So I'm just going to sprinkle in just a little. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle in just a little bit more. And that'll do it. And it can cook along with this meat sauce. I'm going to add in just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Okay? I'm not going to add in the whole cup. I think that'll be it'll be too much. It'll be too much. Alright, so it's browning up really nice. From here, didn't I already put in some Seitan? I think I did, but I had a pack to put in there, but I got enough with the tahini. I don't want to overpower it. I don't want to overpower it. Now, again, if you know me, I'm always healthy up some stuff, so what I just put in was dandelion root. I love dandelion root. It enhances the flavor of things too, and it's also very, very good for you, because food is supposed to be preventative medicine. Okay? You don't just eat it because it tastes delicious. Sometimes you have to make yourself consume something because it really is good for your overall health. Okay? So I tell that to my granddaughter because she likes sweets and things that taste delicious. But I have to remind her that food is really supposed to be your preventative to keep your health healthy. Okay? Alright, so now I'm going to add in, well, I have some black beans, but I'm going to drain these. I forgot to drain them. So I'm going to drain these before I add it in. I'm going to add in, I bought some beef chili tamales. I'm going to cut these up. I'm going to add those in there too. Then I have a can of crushed tomatoes, and I have a can of diced chili tomatoes, and then I have a can of the whole peeled tomatoes. Alright, so with the whole peeled tomatoes, I'm going to pour them in, but I'm going to cut them up a little bit. Okay, so when it's all done, I'll show you what I have in the pot. Alright. Alright, so our meat sauce is cooking. I turned the heat down on it a little bit so it can start to simmer while we do the other things. So I have chopped our Vidalia onions and our purple onions in the food processor. So let's go ahead and add them in. Now this is mozzarella and sharp cheddar cheese. Okay? So we're going to add in our onions. And then you're going to put a bowl of mozzarella to the side. That's going to be on the top. Okay? Ooh, these onions are whooping me. Whooping me. Alright, let's stir this up a little bit. Okay, then we're going to add in some white nacho sauce. And we're going to mix this in with the cheese mixture. Alright, give that a stir. Okay, now we're going to take some cilantro. Alright, and we're going to add this in here with the rest of these onions. Top on it. Okay, and get us a nice spin. Well, I don't think I need the food processor anymore. I think I'm good. I am. It goes in the sink. Take out the blade. I will try to remember when I do the editing for this video to put links to some of the appliances that I use in the videos. I don't know why I never thought of that before. I don't know why. We grow and we evolve. How about that? We grow and we evolve. We do things that you can't understand. Like, why did I ever think to do that before? Okay. That's all I'm going to get out of there. So let's put this here and this. Then, I got to get us a quick stir because this onion is just being aggressive to my eyeballs. Alright, now I'm going to add in, let's put this over to the side, and we can put this over to the side. And I'm going to crack this egg. Alright, and give me a fork. And this is to hold it. When we make these layers, the egg is a binder to hold it. Okay? Okay? And now we're going to give it a really good stir. Alright, let's give it a really good stir. Make sure everything in there is mixed up really nice. And we're going to put in just a little bit of this guacamole sauce. Just a little bit. Ooh, that's all we need, just a little bit. Okay? And we're going to sit this over to the side. And we're going to get our pan together. Our little cheese over here. It's smelling wonderful. Alright, so now we're going to sit this over to the side. Alright, then we're going to get our pan. Right? And we're going to go ahead and get this together. So the first thing we're going to do, aside from opening up my pack, these are the street taco size tortillas where you make your little taco with them. Alright? So what we're going to do first is put the sauce in the bottom of this pan. So anybody that has made lasagna will find this very easy. So you just make your sauce, but instead of using oregano and a lot of garlic and things that make it more pizza, lasagna taste, you're going to add in more of your taco seasoning. Hence why I added black beans and some black rice. Alright, so we're going to go in with some tomato sauce. And we're going to spread that around. My oven is already on to 350. I don't typically preheat my oven. I really don't. I turn them on when I'm getting ready to put something in it. But I've already used it for today. So I never cut it off because I knew I had to prepare this meal. So I just left it on. So my oven is already preheated to 350. And as far as those tamales, that was a complete accident. I really didn't mean to buy those. I really just wanted the tamale sauce. And I thought that's what I had. Not when I opened up the can, much to my surprise, I seen little paper. I'm like, what the heck? And I read the can again. I'm like, oh, I'm going to use it anyway. So I had to be inventive, and I cut them up and put them in here. All right? So now we're going to put in our shells. All right. Cut it. Okay. Then we're going to go in with our cheese sauce, our cheese mixture. And we're going to spread that. Now I typically, even when I make lasagna, that first layer is really where I put a lot of my ingredients because you have more room. The taller you get and the higher you get in the pan, the less room you have. So I like to make sure I really pack in that first layer. Okay, now we're going to spread this around. I might have enough. I put another little pan over here. I know I'm going to have enough sauce. I got plenty of sauce. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I have another little pan that I can put in the oven, and we'll do our taste test off of this one. So let me get another. You know what? We maybe make just one big one with that. We'll do that. Okay? So let's put our sauce in. Got a little cilantro. Put that there. A little cheese sauce. I keep saying cheese sauce. Cheese mixture. Okay? Spread that around. And then we're going to put okay, so we'll put another whole one there. And because I put them whole on this side, this time we'll go this side. and put them whole. Then I'm going to go with our cut. Now this was a 10-pack. Okay. Alright. I want to make sure I get all those surfaces covered. I think this will fit in there like that. Alright. There. Right there. Alright, got it all covered. Go in with some more of our meat mixture. Okay. And then let's get up this one. Oh. Okay. Put it back in the pot. Okay, that's perfect. Glad I bought some more. We would have found ourselves in a terrible bind. But these are my burrito sides. I'm glad I bought them. So we're going to put that in the middle. Okay. And then I'm going to use another one to fill in the gaps. Fill in the gaps. Alright, put some there. There, here, right, and that might do it. I see a few more little gaps. Okay. Alright, I got it all. Okay, now we're going to add in our last bit of our cheese mix. Spread it around real good. And then I'm going to add one more layer of the flour. And so I can put sauce on it, and then I'm going to put it in the oven. Okay? And that's all I have for right now. We're going to put it in the oven at 350 and bake it for about 30 to 45 minutes. And then we're going to take it out and add that last layer of mozzarella on it and put it back in the oven until it browns. Alright? So when I get done with all of that, I will be back so we can give it a taste. Alright? Okay. I'll be right back. Alright, it's time to take it out of the oven. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's beautiful. Turn this off. Here's the small one. That's so pretty. And bigger one. Woo! Okay. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty! Now, mind you, I have never made this before. This is a new dish for me, okay? But this is how I cook, okay? So I may not be as fancy as some of y'all have gotten to be spoiled from watching TikTok videos. I don't have that type of editing. I don't even know what to do with that. I use the same editing I've used for the past few years. I have always been ahead of the curve as far as getting involved in things. I've been involved in social media, but I have never mastered it. I know enough to get it on social media, but all the little fancy, and I think a lot of people use AI. I have not ventured that far yet. I'll get there at some point, maybe, but just know that I'm giving you the honest me, okay? Let's Cook at Home is the honest way that I cook. The dishes, the meals, I make them up as I go. Unless I specifically tell you I made this before. You know, so when I see a recipe, I'll tell you like, alright, I made this and I want to do it for this video. I've seen this recipe, but it is light years away from what I actually saw. Okay, so the person that did it, it was really basic. Alright, now can we elaborate and make it more than this? Yeah, we can add some more vegetables and things like that. But I've never tried it. I can't imagine that it won't taste good. I can't imagine that. But I just want you to know that this is the first time I made this. So when you see my surprise and awe, I am not fronting. I really am surprised and in awe. Okay, so we are going to let this cool off for a minute and taste it. Alright? We're going to taste it. It looks delicious. It really does. It looks delicious. It smells wonderful. Oh, it smells wonderful. And it browns so pretty. Alright, let me let it cool off. And then we're going to come back and taste it. Okay? And then from there, I'll know what I will change the next time I make it. But this might go in the lineup. Alright. It's time to taste it up. Alright. Now, while I was letting it cool off, I cut up some cucumbers and I added in a little cilantro. Okay. And some green onion. A little sprinkle of seasoning. Let's put this here. I am starving. I really am. This videos and things like this are very time consuming for me. But just know, when I taste it, again, I'm legit. Okay. See if I can. I don't know who I'm fooling. I know I'm going to eat this whole thing. I'm just trying to be nice because, you know, it's on video. I don't want y'all to see me turn into like some greedy little piggy. So I'm going to be nice and I'm going to put that there like that, okay? But please know, when the camera goes off, I am going to eat that whole pan because it just tastes wonderful. Let's add some of our sour cream mixture to the top. Boop, like that. Alright, here we go. Oh no, it's a rough cut. I might need a knife for this. Hold on. Tearing it up and making it look all unattractive. Hold on. This is the bomb. Oh my goodness. Hold on. This is the bomb. Okay. Let me go back in here. All the flavors, I can just taste everything. I like the middle. When I eat things, I always like the middle part. I want the middle of the pizza, the middle of the brownie. Even if I had a round cake, I still want to cut it in the middle. Because I don't like fighting with edges. The only thing I like the edges on is like brownies. Because they be all extra crunchy. But I am doing this a disservice by hacking it up. But it is absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Even the little cut up tamales taste better. Because I was kind of skeptical on that. But, like I said, I bought it. We're going to add it in. But it's good in here. Oh my God, it's so good. Y'all got to make this one. You got to make this one and write me and tell me how yours tasted. Because this is absolutely fantastic. It's great. I can't say no more. I'm going to taste these cucumbers real quick. But it's absolutely fantastic. Real good. The cucumbers, I diced the cucumbers, Like I said, I added green onion, cilantro. I put in a capful of rice vinegar, and I put in ranch dressing and my tahini on top, and mixed it up, and I let it sit for a minute while this was cooling off, and it's fantastic. Now, they're still kind of cool, and this is what I wanted. This is cooler, but in my mind, I wanted the hot and cold contrast. So I expected it to be really hot. I really like my food like steaming, piping hot. But I can't make the, the face on video. So I have to let things cool off. But I really do like things piping hot. And you have that heat, and then you put in the cool, and then it mixes up when you chew it. Oh, it's a fantastic sensation. But anyway, I am going to smash this. I'm done with this plate. I'm going to finish this, but then everything is going to transfer. The cucumbers are going to go right there in that nice little pocket, and I am going to eat this whole pan. Don't judge me. And even if you do, I do not care. Because I'm going to be so full in my bed when I get done. But anyway, thank you for watching. Take care of yourself. Take care of those around you that will allow it. But most of all, keep a lyric in your heart. I will see you next time. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.